Cancer, Cancer, I'm going to stay out your way when you're like this because you come in like a wrecking Taurus, is what I'm hearing. So you could be dealing with a Taurus. Cancer, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly. A few channeled messages and then we'll go on to the tarot. But I'm hearing we'll go on to then Tara. But like, I come in like a wrecking Taurus. Someone's wrecking it all up. It's like, oh man, I'm going to wreck the city up or something, or I'm going to wreck it up. Some sort of wrecking machine. I'm just going to wreck everything. You ruined everything. You ruined the surprise. You ruined everything. Oh, someone's ruin, or rotten, or Rotterdam, or Amsterdam, or rotten, or Sid Vicious. But someone is fuming, and you wrecked it all, and you wrecked everything, is what they're saying. I mean, is this a demolition? Or Dan, Devon, from heaven, someone even from heaven, I don't know. But I'm hearing like there's this big event, Cancer, and it's like, well, you just wrecked everything. You just turned up pissed, or you just... Cancerian, why do you always get these? You just turned up and you just wrecked everything. Like you ruined the surprise, you ruined the relationship, you just ruined it. I mean, what is that for? I don't know. I'm picking up on a lot of energy around like you just wrecked the whole lot. Like I don't even think that it's a surprise. It's kind of like, here's Johnny, or like a Virgo moment, and it's like you just ruined everything. It's like, surprise, only me, and you're like, oh no, what are you doing here? So I don't know, like, I don't know. So unless you're going to an event or something and you turn up there and there are people there that you don't want to be there, it's kind of like, well, I'll be there. And it's like, whenever you need me, look, as a friend or whatever, I'll be there. And you turn up and you're like, man, you can be here all you like, but I do not like him here, and I do not like her here either. Some of you could be going to any kind of event that it is, Cancer, and I'm hearing that when you do go, there are going to be people there that you don't want to be there. Like you're going to feel like lost in the crowd. Like, to be honest, I don't even really want to be here. Like, and if I have to be here, then I will, and I'll put this up. I'll put you up, or you can come and stay here. And someone gets kicked out in the relationship, and then someone says, "Well, look, you can come and stay here. I don't really want you here, but you can come and stay here." Or like, I don't know, you turn up to an event and like you're there, and then like there's this now, then Jennifer, Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, or something. I don't know, all the J's. But like you turn up and then you're like, what are you doing here? Like, why on earth are you here? Like I wasn't expecting you to be here. Why did you just turn up? And it's like, well, it's a major event in it. I'm here for my friend, and it's like, well, you might be, but I ain't talking to him. So I don't know. Cancer, I keep picking up these people having a discussion about people, right? And it's kind of like, you know, you turn up to somewhere and you're all in, there's this clique energy again that came out through the monthlies of like, we're all going to get together as a clique and we're all going to talk about the people that we don't like. And it's like, no, I don't like them. Do you like them? It's no, I don't like them either. Do you like them? No, I don't like them. No, I don't like Em or Emily or Emma, or but like, do you like them? It's like, no, I don't like them either. It's like, do you no, I've gone off them. I don't like them. So I don't know what this is for about being turned off. So I hope this is not a life support machine or something being turned off, or like, I can't stand their channel. I mean, it might even be me, but like, I can't stand them anymore. I'm just going to turn them off. So I've got no idea what that's for. Like, I can't stand that anymore. I'm just going to turn them off. I don't even want to listen to it. Or like, I don't know, someone that's flipping out, or flipper, something to do with flipper. Or, hold on, there's a name, Philippines, someone from the Philippines. Or Philip, the name Philip, or Prince Philip. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Gemini. Capricorn or Gemini. But Prince Philip, it's like, so is this a funeral? Well, Prince Philip was already buried, right? So Hollyberry or Bury St Edmunds, or you go to a funeral. And so you've been asked to go to a funeral. Well, this is normal, because like I keep saying, there seems to be like this event thing, and that could even be like a funeral. Well, when a funeral happens, or a wedding or something, this is where not a lot of people turn up. And they turn up and they're like, oh no, like he's here or she's here. And you're kind of like, man, I haven't spoke to them in ages and I really don't want to. So you're kind of like, where everybody's like, sitting around a bit like a fish, or like a fish on a bank, just like, man, I really don't want to be here in this circumstance. Like, it's very awkward. It's very like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do, and it's kind of like people are watching you, and you're like, man, is anybody like looking at me? And you're like, yeah, bruv, you're on camera, or the name Cameron, or Liam, or Michelle, but like you're on camera, and you're like, yeah, but I feel awkward. It's like, I mean, is somebody on camera? Is it candid camera, for instance? Candid camera. And you're like, I don't know, like a fly on the wall or something. I don't know. That's a weird message. I don't know what that's for, about being on camera. Or like, I don't want to be on. I don't want to. Basically, I don't want to be here. I'm here, but I don't want to be here. I'm here in spirit. So something to do with the spirit in the sky. Hey ho, silver light, or silver. I'm like to the silver in the sky, and I'm going up to the Skylar, Tyler. There's a Skylar or Tyler that is already in the sky. I keep picking up like hi ho, silver lining. So something to do with silver's lying, maybe. Or like I'm going up to a silver lining. And I'm going up to be lied to by Leo, or I want them to lie to me. I don't know. There seems to be a lot of people turning up on certain things though, and you lied to me. Like, you lied to me. You physically lied to my face. So yeah, don't turn up here. But like lied to, like Elijah, or lied to, like you lied to me. You lied. You told me a lot. Oh, there's a big fib. There's a big fib. Big amphibian bone. Is there an amphibian bone? I mean, what is this, Jurassic Park? Or like a park. And we're going to a park and ride, or we're going to like a, I don't know, Wicksteed Park, or a, what's that, where it's wet and wild and everything else in the park that costs shitloads of money. And you turn up and you're like, oh man, this feels weird. I mean, why would you go on holiday and it feels weird? I don't know. Unless you're just going to a park. But I'm hearing like Parker, somebody that turns up with a Parker, like a hoodie Parker type sort of thing, right? Parker. Excuse me. I don't know. I mean, I keep picking up that someone turns up to an event, and that they turn up, but somebody turns up that doesn't want to be there. Like, what are you doing here? Like, you're not even supposed to be on here. I mean, this might even be someone that from the past turns up on here. I don't know. But like somebody turns up and you're like, what are you doing on here? Like, you're not even supposed to be on here. You're supposed to be somewhere else. And I thought you was a part of another crowd, or I thought you was like, we wasn't talking, or something like that. I don't know. But like, why did you turn up? Because I don't know. It's kind of like someone, like the uninvited. So who sang that? One Hand in My Pocket woman. Right, but like the uninvited, and the uninvited turns up, and you're like, you wasn't invited, your name's not down, you're not coming in. So listen, Darren, or Down, or Down, someone that has Down syndrome. But like Downs, it's like, listen, Down, why did you turn up? D, anybody beginning with D, Devil even. But like, what did you turn up? Why on earth did you just turn up for? Because you're not welcome. So something to do with that around welcome, not welcome. Welcome, Matthew or Matty. But like, I don't know, someone turns up on something and you're like, well, you're not even welcome here. So, I don't know, is this like around a house or something, and someone turns up at your door and you're like, hello, and you're like, oh my god, Mavis is here. So, or the in-laws are here, or like my brother or someone, I've got no idea. But basically somebody turns up somewhere and they're not happy the fact that they're there. Or you go to an event and you basically just have to be very quiet because there are certain people there that you don't want to speak to, is what I'm hearing. And there are maybe some people that you do. Right? Whatever this event is, it can be anything though, because it can be social or social media even. But like someone turns up on something and you're like, why are you even on here? Like, what are you even here for? Something to do with Scorpio. Anyway, Cancerian, that's your weird, strange intergalactic messages. So we are looking at your past. So, man, the emotional manipulation of the tarot. Well, like, well, the external energies are people trying to manifest things. Right, but people stop you from manifesting. People stop you from manifesting. Events stop you from happening. Evie, Devi, Evan, Ever, Heather. But like, someone stops you from manifesting your dreams. Because time shifts work around people. I've said this in the last two readings. Time shifts work around people. Shift work. Like, I can't make it. I'm sorry, but I'm working. I'm sorry, I can, and I can't, and you can, and you can't, and can you? And yeah, I can. Can you? No. Okay, so then that person that says no pretty much goes on with their life with a time shift of around a person they can work their time around. So destiny is fulfilled by destiny. Right? So it's all written pretty much in a way of like, okay, we're not going to put you in that circumstance because you're not really supposed to be with them, or you're not supposed to be there, right? So that's like, well, can you be there? Yes. Can you be there? No. So you could be dealing with a Libra. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Yeah, but, no, but, yeah, but, no, but. Or the name but. Okay, or whole even. Yeah, so let's have a look at the external energies that are going on around Cancer, please. The external energies that are going on around Cancerian. External energies that are going on around Cancerian. Please. Wow, exactly the same card again. That card that flew out, I don't know if I did show you, but that card that flew out and I put it back, that was that one, same one. And I was just about to say, a friend of a friend in need's a friend indeed, a friend with weed is better, a friend with breasts and all the rests, and now I'm dressed like Heather. So, you've kind of got Heather's here, oh, Heather Morley. But yeah, I keep picking up though that these are friends or frenemies, and they're all being invited to something, this Page of Pentacles. But these friends are not talking to friends. That's friends will be friends, or lesbi friends, and someone's a lesbian maybe. Could be an Aquarian or a Sagittarian. But like, I don't know. Somebody turns up, right? These people have been discussing and being asked to go somewhere, right? Would you like to go somewhere in the dark, right? But like, would you like to go somewhere in the dark? Would you like to come over, Virgo, right? But for a lot of you here, would you like privately asking people if they would come to something? And these people, they don't speak to some of the people that are being asked to go, because this doesn't speak. And if the channel messages are right, what's going on externally is this is an invite and an invitation to something that you don't want to turn up at. And if people are, then they're kind of like thinking, oh man, what do I wear? What do I wear? Well, a parka. Why do I wear a parka? But yeah, but again, it's wearing me out because there's going to be people there that I don't speak to. Cancer, Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. I mean, I don't know what storyline that is I'm being told, but it feels like a lie. Right? It might be that. Like, it feels like a lie, Elijah. Or like, it feels like a lie. It feels like I'm there, but I'm not there. I just appear missing. Queens of the Stone Age all day long, bruv. I appear missing. Right? I appear missing. It's like someone's there and then all of a sudden they go missing and they're like, where have you been all this time? It's like, oh man, I haven't seen you in ages. Yeah, no, I haven't seen you either, blah, blah, blah. Where have you been all this time? And you're like, really, do I have to answer that question to that person? Well, because it's kind of like, yeah, but no, but. I do and then I don't. It's undecided about the unforgiven. Like, there's going to be people there that are unforgiven. It's like, I can't forgive you for that. That's Sod's law. Or Laura. But like, that's Sod's law. Or that's a... Ooh, okay. Anyway, let's see. No, show me the external energies of Cancerian. What is going on around them. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, this is an invite. This is, look, can you make it? Can you or can you not make that? Can you make it on time? Can you get all of this prepared and ready on time? Sorry, don't forget that we are looking at external energies though, because I'm trying not to read these as anything else. These are people that are being invited to an event and people that have been talking to people, but then also others that are not. Because there seems to be some sort of clicky, I don't know, energy of like, I can hear people speaking, but then I can see, Lucifer, but like I can see, but I can't, like, is this white men can't jump? Well, like, I can hear it, but I can't see it, which means that I can hear people talking about people, but I can't see people talking about people. Has that made any sense to you, Cancer, at all? Let's see, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, external energies. So the King of Cups is here. It's okay, don't worry, I shall turn up. I'm the King, of course I'm going to. So I'm a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or all of them. But the Magician, what's that been about? Aries or Scorpio? 4. If you haven't seen the numerology video provided below that explains how I also read of why this card will also turn up. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but this would also be a Scorpio because it is a 4. And that's why this is here. There's a big person here, big boy pants. Right, you're probably looking for some pants or something, like trousers. If you're from Britain, if you're from America, it'd be pants. If you're from Britain, it would be trousers. But I'm looking for some new trousers. I need my big boy pants. Or Boyd. The name Boy or Boyd. Pain also, I'm picking up Pain. Page of Pentacles. Where is this story going? There's the 6. So there's the Capricorn, Gemini energy. And these are some people that are talking and not talking, I don't know, some sort of addiction. Talking smack. But like, not talking. External energies. People are trying to manifest their own business, which means that this is my business. It's not your business, it's my business. I run it, I own it, I can do and I can say what I like. Aries, Scorpio. I'll do things my way or it's the highway. Then you get an energy here of somebody that is taking offence to something that is not speaking to someone that is manifesting what they want. This is what I want, that's what you want. What I don't want is part of anything that is toxic in my life. Right? So you've got someone that's offering someone drugs here. You Cancerians, you know, as every Cancerian that I've ever known in my life, either one drinks like a fish, or is an addict, or is a dealer. That's straight up no chaser around Cancerians. Most Cancerians are also got a sex addiction as well. Like Cancerians are the most, in my eyes, the most addictive energies of either drinking, drugs, alcohol, or sex, or something that's obsessive, right? It's like, because I think that you are thrill seekers. You're you know, asylum seeker or a thrill seeker and a chaser energy, right? Because you would be a 7. So you'd either be a very feminine, I want sex and I want my person and I'm wanting them and I'll chase them and hunt them down for whatever it takes me to get, right? Or you end up being like Dex's Midnight Runners, right? Cancerian is a 7, it's a runner. So in my eyes, that's probably why all the drugs and the drink that are always around you and the temptation, because that's the 7 of Cups, right? So you can watch this as a 7 as well, like a life path or personal year number. But like I am the runner, right? So I'm either the chaser or the runner. But like run for your life, ready or not, here I come. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you. But like Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, or someone that's Jewish. Ace of Pentacles. The Tower. Ooh, it's not magic because it doesn't work. Something doesn't work, or someone's in the works, or like is using works, which is heroin. Okay, or something to do with the works. Again, that could be someone that turns up at this event that's been asked to come that has the devil attached to them. Which means that they have an addiction to them. They have a dark side, right? Which means that if somebody's been using and abusing the substance, or somebody's just been using the shit out of somebody in order to make a profit. Because this is a false prophet, known if you are a religious of whatever, but fake false prophecy. And this is making a profit, but a false profit. So false accusations, falsely accused. And then it's also like... here making a living but using it to like feed my ego, which can also be feed my addiction, right? So you've got food, alcohol, but like, you know, feeding energies around you also. There's a lot of dynamics here that's going on, like Scorpio 7 energies yourself, Cancerian, Capricorn, Scorpio, Aries. Like I said, somebody makes a profit or tries to make a profit off another one here, which means I'm basically trying to make a profit off you. But somebody has a bone to pick with someone and they're not making a profit. Do you know what I'm saying? Somebody's got very small amenities, which is the Ace of Pentacles or the Witches of Eastwick or whatever you want to believe in, but don't worry about that, because anything that you try to do to get rid of your karma is focusing on negative energy. So it is also a ritual, which means witchcraft. You cannot get rid of personal growth. You cannot ever get rid of your karma. The more you listen to the dark side of things, the more you will have fear in your head. Right? So it's implanting fear. This is somebody that's implanting fear into someone's head, right? Implanting fear into your head is what I'm hearing. Or the name Ed or Eddie, or it's a child, or it could be happening to a child. And I'm trying to put fear into your head, right? Because I'm trying to get you to concentrate on the addiction. I'm making you look at addiction. So this is temptation that is around you here, is what I'm picking up. A lot of things that are being invited to, but things that are not in the best interest of people because it's around the devil, right? Because it's a dynamic, you know, the tower is something that doesn't work, you know, it's not a block. Astrology does block you, but the how you get rid of blocks is by getting rid of people, you know. You don't hang around the crowd, right? You don't hang around the crowd, which means it's not good for you. So to get rid of a block means that you have to, well, maybe ask to go somewhere that you don't want to go to, right? But you realise that that's more dramatic than anything else here. Because it's drama, it causes conflict, right? And because it is, that is a block, which means that that is a circumstance that Spirit has put me in, but I don't really want to be in that circumstance. I'm only really doing it because I've been asked to, but I don't really get anything from it, and I don't really want to be there. That's the energy of the Jackson 5, or Jackie or Jackson. But like, you know, that is that energy of like, I don't really want to be here. I don't feel as if I fit in. I don't belong. I don't want all this on my back. I don't want all of these energies around me again. Because that's you entering the twilight zone of the darkness, right here. So, you know, like if there's sobriety here through the first lot of cards, and there's sobriety and stuff, this is basically walking into a boozer, you know. This is being asked to go to an event where there's going to be drink, alcohol, you know, drink, which is alcohol, but like drugs, or people that are taking or doing drugs, or have been doing drugs, or have been doing something very bad. You know, and because they are, then what you go is to the film of Bad Things, right? Things, Stephen King or something. But like, you know, very bad things start to happen when you hang around very bad energies and very bad people. And if you believe in the bad and you look for the bad, then you get the good, the bad and the ugly, right? So you get pride. So you've kind of got this external energy around you at the moment where I'm being offered to concentrate more on the dark side of things and not really on the positive, which means I'm trying to think positive, but you're trying to think negative, right? I don't look at the negative side of it, I'm trying to look on the bright side of it. So Mr. Brightside. But because you've got, I mean, you know, the magician, the devil and the tower can be people that are conjuring up the dark, which means that all of these people that talk about witchcraft and God knows, which I've been forced to talk about on here so many times just lately because it keeps coming up, is people that practice rituals. If you think you talk you actually look at ritual energy. What is that? Witchcraft. It means that you're concentrating on the darkness, you're concentrating things that are not good for you. So it gets you to focus on the negative, okay, instead of forgiveness. Right? So like a sobriety type sort of thing. So like, this is why I've always said, if people don't like things, don't watch things, right? Here. Or don't watch me, even if I'm a thing. But it's something. But this could even me be going, you know, being, well, I mean, I've been asked to go to certain things. I must admit. I'm just kind of like recollecting now how this kind of means the thing, which is Stephen. So it's either another one or it means me. Okay. When messages come up for yourself, it's very strange, Cancerian. But like me, I have actually been asked to go somewhere now where I'm looking at it. And I'm going to go, but yeah, this kind of thing here, so I'm saying this kind of thing. So I have to make people known of what this can mean, because it's now here of what I'm being recollected to. Is that I've been asked to go to a funeral for a friend, and I've got asked last night actually, but it's not a Cancerian. But again, I got asked to go, okay, and this is the dynamic. You see, this is it. You see, there's going to possibly be a lot of people there from my past that I haven't seen in a long time. And they're all friends of friends here, friends of people that are friending people, okay, but they're not really friends, they're kind of like acquaintances because we haven't spoken, don't speak for so long, okay, that everybody pretty much time shifts and they all go into their addiction and drinking and everything else, and I don't drink, I'm abstinent and all of those kind of things, and there are people going to be there from my past that that I haven't got on with for a very long time, that are also more than likely going to be there as well. And it is such that feeling through this. And sometimes why I don't mention those, because I don't want people to start thinking, are you altering readings because it sounds like your own? No, I am not fucking anybody that stands out from the crowd that is exempt from these type sort of energies, right? They come up in your life. Okay, so this is pretty much being asked to put yourselves in harm's way of a test that could be for a lot of you. If you really struggle with addiction and stuff like that, then, you know, what you absorb into your subconscious at that point and that time is very important. Because, you know, your mind and your, what's the old verb? This is your mind, this is an egg, right? And this is your mind on drugs, and this is your mind, whatever it is, the old verb and saying, right? And then they put it into a frying pan. So it's like that. When you're a fresh fish, okay, and you pretty much turn up in prison, you got no idea what you're doing here. No idea what you're doing. So, you know, when, like I've said, for a while it's obviously going to get the goat up of some people. This could be a goat, sea goat, right? But again, it could be a goat energy, but basically a scapegoat. But like a way out, like I need a way out. But again, that energy is of goating someone, or baiting someone, or debating. Someone has a debate and they don't like what other person says here. Don't watch then, but something like that, like having a debate and having a discussion here about things, about me, possibly. External. Exterminate. Somebody could have exterminated a dodo, I don't know, or a child, and had an what do you call it? That is really harsh. What do you call that? Extermination. Termination, sorry. Termination. Or someone's terminally ill, or some sort of nation. We're the nationwide. Someone's publicly broadcasting things. But the nationwide is a building society. So it's a society, it's a clique. The society clique. Okay? Society, we're building a society. So I don't know what reading that was that had it through the monthly. It could have even well been yours. I don't know, but I'm picking up like a building society. So someone's building strength up in one area, which means like a bank. So they build things up, all up in one area in order to conquer. Okay? Here. we're building all things up in one area. So this is either a building, and you've been asked to go to a building, or someone is building energy all up in one area and causing a scene here. So let's like build up a riot. I predict a riot, right? So let's build it all up into one area so we can take over control of the tower, which means everybody. So because everybody is always in a tower of 1 and 7, there's an energy of here of we want to rule and take over everybody. So you've got this energy that's been coming out so much around tarot card readers and tarot readings, and people like, I don't know, love the limelight and all that kind of stuff and try to build up area and competition. Aries, these are also very competitive energies and competing, and I'm trying to compete and beat you to the punch, and I'm trying to beat you and you beat me and I beat you, unless there's physical violence, or this is metaphysical warfare. Right? It's either an affair or metaphysical warfare, where someone's jealous over what someone else has, what someone else can do, what someone else can't. Right? They normally get jealous because other people have money, because I get this all the time when I just do things naturally. I get a lot of people that are like, oh, look at your car, look at, how come you've got all of that? You're weird, you talk to dead people, you do all of this stuff, you say things that you're not supposed to say. I've had it my whole fucking life from everybody. You say things you're not supposed to say. You're not supposed to talk about all of these things. You've got this, you've got that. How come you earn money and we don't? How come you just sit at a desk? That's not fucking effort. You've really got to be like digging holes and fucking like breaking your back for work like we do. And you sit at a desk talking to dead people and you earn money. People like that, man. Right? People that get very jealous the fact that whatever it is that you do as a job that is designed for you to do, whether it be spiritual or not, people hate people because they can do what they can't, right? And because they can't do it, they get very tetchy and pissed off and fed up, and then fucking, I don't know, start talking shit. But, I get it wherever I go. Wherever I go as a 7, do I always bump into people that have a disagreement against me for doing certain things, for going a certain way, for always doing what I want, for being a masculine person. Do what I want, say what I want, go where I want, I don't give a shit. If you don't like it, then why the fuck are you here? Because if you're not, and you're not with me, then I should just be here for a very brief moment, and then I'll be out like a fucking shit off stink, right? Because I don't want this energy. Obviously, who wants this kind of energy around them, right? As a human being would say no. But some people like to physically be in those circumstances. That's why this is danger. Because you can be entering a field of danger, which means that people like to do all the kind of things that you don't, right? Or things that you believe in that they don't believe in, right? Which is all a lie, it's all a lie. Which means fabricating a story, something that is fabricated here. I don't know, because I pick up this energy of someone's very cautious and careful through this Page of Pentacles. Cautious and careful about making offers to people. Because when you look at the Tower and the Devil, they're not wanted in energies, right? They're like dynamics, and like addiction and like negativity is never wanted around people. But some people on the dark side like energies like that because they thrive off the darkness, right? They like it. You go into a group, they love darkness. They love, they love to draw up energy that is dark, right? So, when you get into a clique and into a crowd here, you're being asked to go into places where there are temptation. Food, alcohol, drug addiction, stuff like that. If you've been trying your best to remain abstinent, you go into this and being invited into this environment here. Because whatever it is, it's being invited. The message was the uninvited and the invited, right? Which means a secret circle or a secret society. You come invite only. So it can mean that you got invited to an event that was invite only, right? So nobody else, your name's not down, you're not coming in. Invite only. But the invite only is also still got the tower and the devil involved here. Right. So it's old flames, basically. Well, a twin flame is an old flame. Old flames are karmic situations that haven't worked out in the past, right? It didn't work before, it won't work again. This was a work thing also. I worked for you once before, I never want to work with you or for you again here. What was for you is no longer for you. The person that was on your side is no longer on your side. This is not a loyal person that has ever really been loyal. Which means that, you know, these are old acquaintances, basically, right? Old acquaintances. So it can mean going back to old behaviour. So, like I said, when you look at addiction through being an actual counsellor and also in a rehab and everything else, that when you look at old behaviour, you go back into old behaviour patterns. You soon find yourselves talking and stuff like that and blah, 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 making acquaintances, putting yourself in harm's way. So if you are a fresh fish of such, you've really got to have a strong mindset to say no to the devil. Right. It was also a thing that was a long time ago called Just Say No, or Justin, or Justice, or Libra, but like Just Say No, which was Patterson, Robert Patterson, was Grange Hill, and he was a cocaine addict, Robert Patterson, from Grange Hill, and he done a song also because the whole TV thing went off about schools and about people all in cliques at school, and some people were doing very well and some people weren't, and some people like went off into drugs and into cliques and so on and so forth, and some people were doing really well for themselves and some people wasn't. Patterson was one of these people that ended up getting into cocaine and basically then ended up, like I said, doing a song called Just Say No. And it showed you the storyline of his family and everything else, like, you know, like him being cast out and being told no and all of these and God knows what else, and kicked out of the crowd and kicked out of the group and blah, 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 so on and so forth. But, I don't know, metaphysical story there for you of around being kicked out of the group or not welcome, or an energy of drugs, cocaine situations of being put into places where there may well be that kind of thing here. I'm also picking up the Mayweather, fighting, Mayweather, argument, fighting, but also the Mayweather, which means that could be a boozer or a pub called the Mayweather. Heather also, or May. Anyway, May. Anyway, May, or this could have gone on in May. Something went on in May. Well, we're not actually in June yet when I'm doing these. Just about, but not quite. Cancerian, for your actual reading, we're changing it up a little bit now. We're actually doing a reading for you guys for the week. Okay, but those weeks can also be extended because basically it is the story that you follow. Okay, and then we're going to. I mean, I've been doing singles, but man, singles is such a hard reading to really do. It really is, because if you're single, then you've got to go out, right? You've got to go out if you're single, and it really just keeps showing me relationship stuff, right? And then people are in metaphysical in denial, and they are kind of classed as single and not in a relationship, but they're still not single energies because, you know, in order for tarot to really start to take a hold of anything, you've kind of got to be involved in a thing to know what that is, right? That's what that thing is your karma. So your experience is going to be in a reading anyway, right? Because your karma might mean that you've got, if you're single, that you've got a shitload of stuff to do and karma to do with around a person or a thing or Steve, right? Let's see. So for the first week of June for Cancer. Yep, the friend indeed, a friend indeed, a friend indeed is better. So like I need a D, someone called D, or Diane, or D, Dan, DD, DD. Someone died. I keep picking up died. Page of Cups. So yeah, well, thinking about your partner. If you're in a relationship, you're basically talking to your partner. Okay, well, thinking about your partner. Also thinking about a friend as well. You know? Trying to consider them. I'll consider it. I'll take your offer into consideration, is what I'm hearing. Can be an apology, but it can be someone thinking about apologising for something. Or it can be a meet-up. There you go. Death card. Somebody could have died here. Someone around a friend here. Friend could have passed, or something to do with your friend here. But yeah, something that's very private. This is a private society also. It's a private conversation. It's a phone call that is private. It's a private gathering also, or the name Gavin or Gav, but a private gathering, okay. So we're going to gather around sanctuary of somewhere. Like I said, this is a church, man, I'm picking up. Take me to church, but like, take me to church, this is private. Can we have a private conversation? It's just between me and you. Will it be kept private? Yes. I can guarantee that more than likely from a stable Scorpio energy here. Private Idaho, someone from Idaho, but like my private Idaho. Ooh, or my private hoe. I mean, who knows, right? But yeah, there's something here. It's a very touchy energy, and it's very cautious also. I'm feeling very cautious, very receptive. Because it might not be speaking here, you might not be speaking to a person, and it might be one of these friends that you haven't spoke to in a long time, or someone that you really don't want to speak to here. Cancer, something rising to Venus, Jupiter for the first week. Sagittarius also here now, but that is also a 5, so that would be a Taurus. The 4 would also be an Aries. So you've got Scorpio, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Taurus. Okay. So if you haven't seen the numerology video below, make sure, if you're unaware, that how I read the name Damien, Reedy, also Dame, Damo, Reedy, Read, something to do with eat, read, or reading. A reader, card reader also, something to do with card readings. Trying to find a Zen moment, or Glenn, the name Glenn, or someone from Scotland, Glenn. But yeah, some of you work for your uncle or auntie here. Your mother could be a Scorpio, Sagittarius, somewhere in their chart here. The deceased person could be a Scorpio or an Aries. Scorpio or Aries. So the person that could have passed here could have been Scorpio / Aries. Okay. Temptation is all I keep hearing. Temptation. Temptation is all around. Someone is like highly tempered also. Doesn't really want prodding, right? Highly tempered and highly strung. So it's kind of like stringing someone along, is what I'm also hearing. Stretch, or like I'm stringing you along, right? Which means that I'm spinning you a yarn, which means that I don't want to tell you the truth. I would rather just not say. So the page can be fabricating up an idea of like, look, to be honest, I don't really want to tell you the truth of why. I would rather not just get involved. I don't want to stir the cauldron. I definitely do not want to stir up Buzz Aldrin, right? So I don't want to take things to the moon, which means that someone's going through something because of the cycles of the moon and everything else, and the blood moon and stuff. So somebody could be a little bit irritated and irritable here. So it means that if this be you here, you might be letting people down and saying, do you know what, I really don't want to come. I really don't want to go. It could be a friend, though. It might not be a circumstance like the big event. It could just be a small thing that you've got going on, which is around what I was saying around the time shifts, which means that these can show up as anybody in your life through this week, and you might be organising your time around what Spirit is wanting you to do. It's guiding you towards something that you may have to go to, and then away from something that you can't, which means that I have to turn somebody down and say no to say yes somewhere else, which can be like a temperance energy, can be still a 2, right? But like, you know, I'm having to organise my time and say no to you, but yes to you, okay? Which means that these friends, you might say, no, I'm sorry, I can't make it because I have an important engagement to go to, or a wedding or a funeral, or 4 weddings and a funeral, or like I've got so many appointments coming up over the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to a month, that I'm having to start turning people down and saying, I'm sorry, but I can't make it because I have prior engagements. So someone also called Prior, Tina, Prior, or I have a prior engagement, okay? Which means that I can make it, but there are certain things I'm going to have to say no to, okay? So that's what I'm hearing for you, Cancer. If you'd like to continue on with your reading, this is where it only goes to the full access bundle. It's a full spread clarified to see what the turn-up's going to be. And then basically, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue on with singles. I think it might just be messages like what your partner thinks and feels about you, to be honest, because the single bit really isn't going so well. You know, it's kind of, it's just showing me dynamics of relationship. But I might do. But anyway, it'll be over there. I think I will. I'm going to have to stick with it because I've been doing it now. So it'll be a reading for you, singles, and then how your partner thinks and feels about you, okay, if you're in partnership. But whatever stories come out through those, that is what I will do, okay? But it only goes to the full access bundle. You can find all links to videos, whatever there's explaining about Patron, about personal readings. There are videos that are all linked and provided below. There are playlists. There is things that is on the community tab. There is Angel Radio, there's music. The free music now is being put over on the full access bundle. So if you're on there, you will start to see music that appears up now and again. But if you just find it, you have to flick through to find where they are so you can download it. It's an MP3 and it's also free music, which is part of Angel Radio music that I do. But it's just an added bonus that's also in there. Okay? Alright guys, thanks very much. We'll hopefully see you on the other side.